भगवान, ये है हमारा पहला पॉडकास्ट.
हाँ जी भगवान.
लेट्स गो. Hello and welcome to our first podcast
Yes, and
ever, and
yes.
it's called 1, 2, 3.
Donakchadi
Auratein. Hi,
Yes.
I am the co-host. My name is Supriya,
And I'm the other co of the host. And my name is Devanshi.
and we are two Nakchadi Auratein.
We're just here to bitch, by the way.
That's all this podcast is
We're-
about. Talking shit about things that may or may not affect us directly.
Yeah.
And sometimes we may get emotional.
Yeah, it's an emo feely, a warm
Yeah.
hug kind of podcast, but we're also like bitchy at the same time.
So, to kick off our very first episode, today we are talking about our childhood heroes
Yeah, who disappointed us?
when we turned adults.
Yes.
And also, they only disappointed themselves, I feel like.
Yeah, you think you know someone and then they turn out to be sexist and you're like, what the fuck, man?
What happened?
What the fuck? All
That's-
those nights that I was wet for you.
All those days when I sweat for you.
What the fuck?
What happened?
Okay, let's get to the main meat of the topic now.
Right.
Okay, so give me like your first name. First name of who disappointed you. Like you
The
were like
most.
fully into them and then like you became an adult and then
I
what
think
happened?
it's right there, J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, man.
Ma'am. If you don't know, J.K. Rowling is the author of the widely successful children's book stories called Harry Potter,
Yes.
which spanned multiple films, which spanned multiple video games, merchandise, like lives were changed. My life was changed
Yeah.
thanks to Harry Potter. And then it turns out J.K. Rowling is a massive transphobe. She is a TERF, which is a trans exclusionary feminist, and she basically doesn't think trans women are women and otherwise.
What did she exactly tweet?
In 2018,
Yeah.
Rowling actually liked a tweet which described that trans women are just men in dresses. So she just went and liked.
Oh, she liked a tweet that
It
says.
started there.
Okay.
So then that garnered criticism
Okay.
from her fans,
Okay.
who were like, "Why did you like this tweet? Like, oh,
Okay.
are you transphobic?" Then her spokesperson told that she liked it by mistake.
Okay.
And then in 2020, Rowling had tweeted about some article which said people who menstruate
Are women.
No, just instead of using the word women, that article used people who menstruate, which is a more blank. Yeah, it's a more.
It's excluding the people who don't menstruate.
No. It includes now.
Huh.
People who menstruate is like anybody can menstruate.
Okay.
So then J.K. Rowling was like, just say women.
Okay.
And then people got upset then as well because that's trans exclusionary.
Oh.
And so anyway, like she said stuff like this a lot.
Okay, I'm beginning to think she is genuinely like I was giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But like if there are so many instances, then
Yeah.
she's
She's also said that denying the reality of biological sex erases the experience of women worldwide and eliminates the possibility of same-sex attraction. That's a point made by J.K. Rowling. But worldwide, her views have been panned because they are trans exclusionary. They don't consider the viewpoints of trans people, and I think that's quite unfortunate because
she wrote Harry Potter.
she wrote Harry Potter.
Man, the Harry Potter was a huge part of my life.
It was genuinely.
Yeah.
It had, like I said, my childhood was just filled with me in my imagination. Harry Potter was
Dude, ultimate
99% of it was in
Yeah.
my imagination.
Yeah.
Because
dude.
that whole series is a product of pure imagination and nothing else. There's
Yeah.
no the basis of reality is very little in it.
Yeah.
Everything else is just magic, and who doesn't love magic, dude?
I mean, I feel like the concept was genius because they took a child child's biggest fantasy and made it a show.
Yeah.
Like every other book or show was like, you find a magical pencil, or you
Yeah.
find a magical pet, or you find a magical dragon. And here is she who's like, bro, it's a school. Have fun. And
you are magic.
Yeah, you have
don't
magic.
need anything
Yeah.
else. You have magic within you.
So it was
And then
just-
the themes of love, themes of friendship.
Oh,
I mean, who
God.
doesn't want that? For a lonely child
Dude.
like us.
Yeah,
Like, who, like for me especially, like, who's
Yeah.
had a terrible time in school.
yeah.
I'm just lost in the world of Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
Yeah,
Like, I'm like,
yeah.
I wish I had these friends.
Yeah.
But then now it's so unfortunate that you cannot see these things without the understanding कि जिसने ये लिखा है उसके व्यू पॉइंट्स कितना अपोज करते हैं यार इसको.
But when this news had come out,
Yeah.
I was just like, man, Rowling, just shut up.
You could have just stayed quiet
Yeah, just
and none of this would have happened.
fucking. I don't understand the need for everyone to put out their opinions about everything
Yeah.
without checking with a friend.
Exactly. Or
Please.
just checking just in general with what is the internet saying about things.
Yeah, the thing with Rowling is that her opinion brought her down. But
Yeah.
like there are so many people out there who just did things wrong that just like broke. Like I would just like to bring Louis CK on the table.
Let's go.
Oh,
I
man.
have nothing nice to say about him.
Bro, yaar, what the hell? Why? Just why? You are so famous. You can get anyone. You can get consent. You can genuinely get it. Come on, dude. Like, why show your dick to random women? I just don't get.
It's it's a kink, and it's a kink without solicit. It's an unsolicited kink, and I think that's the worst thing you can do, especially as a famous person. You're a famous man. As Devanshi said, I really don't think you would ever have trouble getting it.
Yeah.
You are famous.
Yeah, man.
You cannot have trouble getting it. But I think that part of the pleasure is it being unsolicited. But
Yeah.
I don't condone it at all.
Dude, I'll tell you the worst part. The worst part about the entire ordeal is that, okay, he did it. Okay. Then there were like the other famous comics that came in and they were defending him. And they were like, oh, he's had enough and all. And I'm like, dude, he's still making millions of dollars. And those people are forgotten.
Yeah.
Like,
who are you?
yeah. Like the news changed and then everyone forgot about it.
Yeah.
And Louis CK was my favorite comedian ever. It's like when I saw him, it gave me so many affirmations. One is that you don't need to be pretty to be a comic. Secondly, you can be yourself fully. He was a middle-aged, bald guy talking about his divorce, talking about his kids, talking about how his life is falling apart and how he's falling apart. And that was comedy, and that was so like it was refreshing for me. Like I did not expect this from him at all.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect it, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Especially like when news came out from Bill Cosby also.
Oh damn.
So
yeah.
it's like not shocking anymore.
Man, I feel like Me Too was like a plague for our childhood heroes.
Yeah.
Just took down like
Everything.
50% of them.
Yeah, Me Too was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID.
COVID, it was just like, it's like COVID was just like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna stop this whole
Yeah.
whole thing.
It's crazy, dude. Like, but that's what. So, not that he was any hero of mine. Even like Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby. You know why I used to like that show a lot. Kids Say the Darnest Things. It used to come. I don't know which channel.
I
it
feel
used
like
to
you're
come on.
revealing your age.
I'm
Supriya.
only 25, guys. I like nostalgia. So I go on YouTube and I search.
Okay.
So I'm a Gen Z, guys.
Okay,
Come on.
then.
Our technology is crazy, yeah. So I am fully a Gen Z 25
Anyway,
year.
yes.
So there's this show called Kids Say the Darnest Things.
Yeah.
He was the host of the show. He was very charming as a host, very sweet. He used to play one dad also in one show. I never saw that. I think Family Ties it was called. I don't think it even aired in India. I'm not sure. But on Nickelodeon of all places, okay, there used to be this show called Little Nick. Wait, Little Bill. Sorry, not
Okay.
Nick. Little Bill, where Bill was Bill Cosby's childhood.
Oh.
So it was a very sweet, lovely show, and it was like he was the guy behind that show. And then this news erupts that he's been a absolute monster to so many women. It's unexpected, but I think 99% women now. You say the name of the person and he's done something like this. I don't think it's surprising to anyone anymore.
Yeah, we've become numb.
So
but Bill
numb.
Cosby was specifically, they tried very hard to to call him out multiple times.
Yeah.
So like a bunch of women came forward, then they were shut down, and then and then finally I think there was one article that broke it all.
Yeah.
Where there were a good double-digit number. I don't know exactly how much,
Yeah.
but like at that time it was just like what, like so many women. It just, and it was, I think it was a good solid serious allegation.
Yeah, absolutely. He's done horrible things.
Yeah.
And he was in jail, but now he's not in jail. So I think when you're a man, your actions don't have any consequences. They may have thoda sa consequence, but you can go back to doing the action.
Yeah,
again.
why the thing
Even
is-
Louis C.K. went
Yeah,
back to doing
yeah,
specials, and
yeah.
it was received so well.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I'm not a fan anyway. I support women. I don't support comedy. I don't care for him.
I saw it. I'm just saying.
But please cancel
I
her.
don't cancel me. I saw it as research
For this
R&D.
podcast.
For this podcast.
Sure.
But what I mean is, Louis C.K. became a punchline, and I remember in Hannah Gadsby's special, she called him out.
Yeah.
And on the internet, she became the bitch.
Exactly.
I mean, dude, come
Who
on.
did the wrong thing? Who did the
How
wrong
are we
thing?
fully off the point with
It doesn't make sense. You don't call out the caller outer.
Yeah, dude,
You
come on.
call out the person who's done the wrong thing.
Yeah, dude.
That's
it's like,
basic.
It's like the whole internet is like, hey man, whatever she did, we don't like your nose.
Yeah.
What?
I don't like your glasses, dude.
Yeah.
Change your glasses.
Fuck,
Does that
yeah.
change anything? That changes nothing. But I also want to talk about this one also. This sort of hurts is Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh yeah.
I used to love her show, the Ellen Show, talk show. I think it has some of the best segments on any daytime talk show. And then was it after pandemic or during pandemic when the news came out that she's actually a terrible boss.
Yeah.
And she's been mistreating her colleagues and subordinates.
Yeah.
And also there were interviewees who came out also. Like I remember there's this makeup influencer. Her name is Nikki Tutorials. Okay. So she had gone on the Ellen DeGeneres show to promote something. I'm not sure what. So she then had made a video about how poorly she was treated as a guest. She's a guest. How poorly she was treated as a guest on this show. And honestly, I don't put it past Ellen to be a mean girl. She has mean girl vibes. What do you think?
I think anyone who is overly positive is a bitch.
100%. You are hiding something.
Yeah, I don't trust people who are like woohoo all the time. I'm just not.
I
into it.
can't. Same here. You
Like,
are hiding. You cannot be so positive all the
Yeah.
time. Look, I am an optimist. Okay,
Yeah.
By core, I am an optimist. I like to see the good in people. I like to see the good in life. But if today or suddenly I become like, wow, love you all, woo,
Yeah.
you know there's something off.
Yeah.
You are hiding
yeah,
something. You
yeah.
cannot be so nice.
Yeah,
It's-
and there was such an effort
Yeah.
to make that image. Like
Right.
there were gifts given constantly, and there were
Right.
I was just like, bro, thoda tu zyada kar rahi hai.
I think that's what I don't know. I forgot what was. She said something at the end of every episode about something about loving each other and all.
Yeah.
Why don't you start, Ellen?
Yeah.
First start, you start, and then
Yeah.
we'll see.
And I have had a couple of jobs, and most bosses with a little bit of power are a little cuckoo in their heads. And plus, she was like a huge celebrity and like she was running a show and all of that. And at that point, most of them always think that they or what they are doing is most important.
Yeah. But it takes a whole army to run a show.
Yeah.
And you won't be able to do it without them
Exactly.
all. So you need to treat, especially the people you work with, you need to treat them with respect. You need to treat them as equals, because we are all trying to make this thing work. It's just your face is there as the face of the product.
Yeah.
But we are all trying to make you successful as the face of the product. So you better be nice to everybody you work with.
I want to throw in a name which is a little unpopular, but I think he really disappointed me, and it's Raju Irani.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Let's hear it.
Dude, like I was such a huge fan with Munna Bhai, Lagero Munna Bhai, most part of 3 Idiots except that Balatkar scene. But then he made Sanju. And I was just like, dude, this guy has lost his plot. Like, that was such a sucking up. Speaking about like sucking up to your boss. That was such a suck up movie. Suck up.
I never thought of Rajkumar Hirani as somebody who's disappointed you, but I can totally see it.
Yeah,
I can totally see it because he's made some really good wholesome films.
Dude, what was like Munna was such a beautiful, and the thing is he's so talented. Like it was a movie that he wrote when nothing was there.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to make it, and it just landed in Sanjay Dutt's lap.
And it happened.
I think Sanjay Dutt should be more grateful to Raju Irani than Raju Irani being grateful to Sanjay Dutt.
Frankly, I don't think he even needed a Sanju.
Yeah.
Munna Bhai really cleaned it up for him.
Yeah.
I really think
Munna Bhai, Lage Raho, dude, all of it cleaned it up for him. What an idiot, man.
There was no need for a Sanju, frankly speaking.
Yeah, this was, I feel like he was just forced into...
Maybe, but there was really no need. I really don't think so. Like, Sanju is a movie that can possibly come out in another 10-15 years. I don't think now was the time for it to be.
Exactly, and you don't want to write a biopic about someone who's living, man. Yeah. It's like, it's so weird.
He's there, Baba. He's literally in the audience watching the movie.
Like, just do a podcast. And then do an image cleaning podcast.
Yeah, we'll need one.
Yeah.
After this episode. After this episode, our PR managers will come and they will do a podcast. We won't be. But my childhood inspiration, okay, and everybody knows it's Govinda. Okay?
Oh man, me too. I have Govinda on my list too.
I love, but I'll tell you what. I love Govinda. He's been my biggest comedy inspiration ever since I've seen his movies as a child. I can still watch them today with the same enthusiasm I did as a child and take in the same perspective. Of course, there have been many unsavory things that he's also done in his movies, but again, those were products of their time. 90s, 80s में ऐसी बकवास चीजें होती थी, which is fine as long as it doesn't happen anymore. Okay. So now in present, Govinda has made some very bizarre statements about him rejecting Avatar, about him helping the guy with, what's the director's name of Avatar? James Cameron.
Yeah,
no, James Cameron. Yeah, James. He's giving the story of Avatar to James Cameron. I mean, come on. That's silly. Yeah. And I've heard other things about his point of view and perspective that I don't agree with.
Okay, this is the last name we're gonna go for. I think she really disappointed me, and that was Rani Mukherjee.
Ooh, Tina girl.
Yeah, man. Like when she did the whole when she tried to talk about feminism, I was like, man, no, no, babe.
No, I don't. I think most famous women have no idea what feminism is. Actually, I don't think most people have any idea of what feminism is. But to say it so wrong and so confidently,
that's right.
that takes guts.
Yeah.
That takes guts.
She had those yellow shades.
I think that gave her the power to be so wrong about feminism.
Yeah, dude. The thing is, if you see...
But why don't you set the context? What happened?
So basically, there was a Rajiv Masand interview. And in that, it was a round table of actresses. There was Tabu, Alia. I don't know if there was Deepika, but there was Rani there. And then she was talking about how women should learn how to defend themselves, because there was going to be people out there anyway who's going to take... जो तुम्हारा फायदा उठाएंगे. So they were like कि तुम्हें तुम्हारे जो तुम्हारा फायदा उठाने की कोशिश करे उन्हें थप्पड़ मार दो या उन्हें मार दो और ये वो and then people were like, but some people don't have that power, some people can't do that, like it's more about power than about strength. And she kept doubling down on her opinion and being like, no, you know, we're usually like, we look at ourselves as the weak ones, and it's mostly our problem and all of that, and we should learn self defense, which was highly, because she was not able to grasp the problem, which is not like, I mean, at this point we're in a country where wrestlers are in trouble, so I feel like it's nothing about strength.
Exactly. It's
yeah.
about the man.
It's about the man.
It's not about
it's
how
about the power.
strong.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not about how strong you are physically,
Yeah.
mentally, spiritually, financially.
Yeah.
It's about who holds the power dynamics in the
Yeah.
situation, and it's usually the man.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if I'm an actual gold medalist wrestler.
Yeah.
I have all the strength in
Yeah.
the world, but I
Yeah.
will still not be able to win.
We'll get fucked. Yeah.
So that was disappointing, but I think it's very misinformed, because this is a kind of statement I completely expect my mother to make, you know.
Yeah.
This is what my mother will say.
Yeah.
Like,
It was, but the thing is, I thought Rani Mukherjee will be a little more aware and nuanced. I mean, to be fair, everyone on the table was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
But to be fair,
and it was also the opinion of practically everybody who saw the the video. But
I'll tell you specifically why Rani Mukherjee's opinion broke my heart, because as a dusky person, she was the only dusky heroine. She and Kajol were the only dusky heroines out there, and I really related to her.
Yeah.
So I felt like, man.
And she's done some very strong feminist roles herself.
Yeah. She
Raja Ki Aayegi Barat.
Yeah.
Like, that's not. Anyway, I don't think that's the ideal feminist film, but it's a female driven film.
Yeah.
She's done a lot of films
Female
like that, and some of her characters are like outstanding.
Yeah.
So for somebody who's portrayed such strong leads to have an opinion that is so misinformed, it does break your heart a little bit.
It broke my heart a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But there have also been people that I thought were really uncool, and then I grew up to find out that they were so cool, and they were like in the right, and we were just misjudging them.
Right. So like they became zero to hero.
Yes.
Let's see, who's your guy?
Vivek Oberoi.
Ooh.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. No. Not as an actor.
Oh.
But like when I look back and I'm like, dude, Salman Khan was being like a toxic boyfriend, and we've just. Also, Salman Khan really responded him, just on a side note. But like the things we say right now about red flags and people, and he was fighting the good fight.
Right.
The reason why he, like, now we call cancel, the reason why he was like banned from movies, didn't get work and all of that, was when he was talking to someone, being like, listen, stop harassing her.
Yeah.
And he was really standing up for someone, and then we thought, oh, ye kya loser hai.
Right.
Nahi, wo loser nahi hai.
Yeah. He was just trying to be the good guy in the situation.
Yeah.
Though for me, that it's a little weird, not weird, even grey is not the right term to use here. I mean, did he have to do a whole media thing? Like,
Yeah, thoda stupid tha uska.
I
But I feel like I think that was like an impulsive decision. Also, the fact that he was up against like a superstar.
He was up against the biggest star of the time.
And now also.
And now also. So, but the thing is, now it's unimaginable for Vivek Oberoi, for any actor, anyone, to take a stand against any actor of that caliber.
Yeah.
But it took a lot of guts to do that back then. But also, I think it also stems from foolishness.
A little bit of foolishness.
It's what he stood for is completely right, but the way he went about it was not the best. I don't think so.
I feel like he tried to create awareness about it, but
and the funny part is that Aishwarya completely washed her hands off this whole thing.
She's disappointed.
She was like, I have nothing to do with this. He probably did it unprompted. I don't know what to say. Aishwarya, I hope you're happy.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, that's all. चाहे तुम कुछ भी करो, just be happy. I have no complaints against you. Someone who's become extremely cool is Dilip Tahir. He was a villain in most movies he has done.
Yes.
Kaho Na Pyar Hai.
Yes.
I mean, yes, that was a huge part
The
of my childhood.
unforgiving killing father. Yes.
Can you believe it? Like that was nation's first crush.
Yeah.
Hrithik Roshan. He was killed with the cold hands of Dilip Tahir.
Yeah.
And anyway, so it's a villain. But man, his Instagram now is the funniest, coolest Instagram I have seen of any celebrity. He's just killing it, and I want to give him a shout out, man. Like, shout out to Dilip Tahir, who has more viewership than all three of us combined, you, me, and this podcast.
Yes.
But dude, he's really cool.
I will go check it.
Please check.
I haven't checked.
Oh my god, he makes the funniest reels. He makes the funniest Gen Z trends. So imagine Dilip Tahir doing Gen Z trends. He's so cool. I'm sure maybe his grandchildren are helping him with his skills or something.
Social media
But you have to be game enough to be that silly.
Yeah, also like he'll accept those ideas and do it.
Yeah, because most Bollywood people are a little rigid about their image and how they should be perceived.
They're fully fucking it up.
Yeah, and Dilip Tahir is going around talking about Riz and all.
Ooh.
And like, it's like, even I don't know what Riz means. So like, good for you, Dilip.
Charisma, brave.
Fine.
Yeah, you have it.
I do.
Yeah. So yeah, Dilip, dude, I think a huge one for me was Rekha.
Oh, but dude, she's always been cool.
No, dude, when as a child, like, she was always portrayed as the other woman or the woman hitting on and trying to break a marriage and all of that. And I think she fully leaned into it also.
The role, yeah.
She's like, whatever you want to think, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And then slowly, like, more I read and more I watched her, and I was like, dude, she's too cool.
She's very cool. I really like her a lot. I've always liked her. I've always loved her. But more so in recent years, man, her 80s fashion was impeccable.
Dude, her
I just, like, I've made reels where I've recreated her looks also. Man, she's the best. She's my ideal fashion. Like, that's what I want to look like. Any age, any time. Complete diva. I love her. Like, oh my god, in that song Om Shanti Om ka jo wo gana hai, which is all the celebrities.
Oh yeah. All hot girls, put your hands up and say Om Shanti Om.
Rekha in that song, when she makes her entry, you are not looking at anybody else. You're just looking at her because she's so hot.
She's so hot.
She's so cool.
She's so hot.
Like, I love her. And
Dude, I've met her, you know.
What?
I've met Rekha. Yeah, so I was doing an internship at a news agency and I was in the entertainment department.
Yeah.
And I was trying out journalism at that time. So, and this was during the elections.
Right.
So, our job was to just go and ask कि आपने vote दिया कि नहीं, did you vote, like bites and all. So we went, and Rekha is very disciplined, okay. So she went like at 4:30 in the morning to cast a vote so that no one is there, and then she's like, right from there she went to the gym. So we had to catch her between her vote and her gym.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we like ran, and she was very sweet. She's like, yeah, I gave my vote and it's really important and all of that. But I was just like, man, I met Rekha. It was so cool.
Man, that should be your introduction line to any conversation.
I met Rekha, yeah.
Instead of saying, hi, I'm Devanshi, hi, I met Rekha. That's how you introduce yourself in the next podcast.
Yeah, that's true. Hi, I met Rekha. What did you do?
What have you done in your life?
Yeah, engineering?
I met the peak engineering of God.
Yeah, man, she's so cool.
Rekha. Okay, we'll do a round of fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
So, of all the names we spoke about.
Oh, okay.
So, what was the first? J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
Louis C.K. And?
The third one that I said, Raju
Hirani. J.K. Rowling, Louis C.K., Raju Hirani, fuck, marry, kill. First you start.
Ooh, okay. J.K. Rowling, Louis C.K., Raju. I think I will marry Raju Hirani. Because least problematic. Like, can be fixed.
Right.
Okay, post Sanjay Dutt breaking his friendship and all. I'll do.
Yeah.
And then
First he'll have to take a divorce from Sanju.
Yeah, and then I
he-
can
yeah.
swoop in and
Yeah.
like, okay, I think I don't want to fuck Louis CK. It's going to be very
It's
weird.
without consent.
Yeah, it'll be weird. I think.
It'll be.
So I'll kill him
Yeah.
and I'll fuck
JK.
JK. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think the choice is. the same.
I'll fuck the phobias out of her.
Yeah. But you would have to be trans, no? Then this will be cut out.
Yeah,
But-
I don't think this game is making it to the podcast. This is very problematic game.
No, wait. My choices are also the same.
Okay.
I would also fuck J.K. Rowling because I think between her and Louis C.K. I would without a doubt kill Louis C.K.
Yeah.
So I'll fuck J.K. Rowling. It would not
But
be.
all the good jokes, man. That's the thing about Louis C.K. I'm so conflicted. I mean, not about his actions, but he had such good jokes.
Most convicted sex offenders do.
No, dude, not most. You don't know my bosses. They don't. They have bad jokes. They have terrible jokes.
Okay, so I'm gonna fuck J.K. Rowling. I will kill Louis C.K. and I will definitely marry Raju Hirani, and I think it'll be a very sweet marriage.
But I think he can be turned around. Like he's one of those guys जो दोस्ती में ज़्यादा बह गया.
हाँ.
उससे खुद ऐसे.
मैं उसको बिल्कुल इंट्रोवर्ट बना दूंगी.
हाँ वही.
बस उसका फोन के सब cancel.
Yeah.
You only talk to me.
Like tell me about you. Like Ellen, Bill Cosby and Rani. Who would you fuck, marry, kill?
Okay. Kill is an easy Bill Cosby. I frankly don't think he has many years left in his life.
Yeah,
He's
I think
old.
he should now take his.
So if it's not going to be me, it will be life itself.
Yeah,
which
steps
will
to hell.
which will do the work.
Yeah, guys, this is Nakchadi Auratein, so we will talk about death and all.
We can talk about that. Hello,
Yeah.
we all will die one day.
Yes.
So Bill Cosby को kill कर दिया. अभी between Rani and Ellen, dude, I don't want to marry Rani Mukherjee.
Yeah.
I don't want to marry her.
She'll be very irritating.
I don't think so. I
think a marriage with Ellen will be fine.
I don't know, man. Like, I can't marry either of them. That's the problem. And I don't want to. But between them, I'll fuck Rani though.
Yeah.
I can fuck her.
Because you want to fuck crazy.
Don't you know my type?
Yeah, it's only crazy.
It's only crazy. So I'll fuck Rani, but I don't want to marry Ellen because I think she's so brittle and mean, and I'm a softie.
Yeah.
But also she has a good relationship with her wife.
Yeah, I think
So-
also you will be like a good influence on her.
Yeah, okay,
So
fine.
because most people who get really big really quickly tend to get stuck in that age. So like they don't have the perspective of we know a lot of young people who are very famous and very like very
Lost.
and they take things for granted.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a good influence that you'll have on her.
Okay, fine, I'll marry.
Yeah.
I'll marry Ellen, I'll
Yeah.
fuck Rani,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna kill me, or life will kill
Yeah.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
What about you?
I will I think same only. I don't mind marrying Rani because Yashraj Studios.
Oh, so you're not marrying just Rani, you're marrying Yashraj also.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be a throuple between
Okay.
me, Adi and Rani.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll just enter their marriage.
What else?
I'll fuck Ellen and kill Cosby. Cosby though needs to take
It's
his
over.
last.
I
breath.
mean,
It just needs to just die.
this is not a premonition. We're not soothsayers, but the dude's like in his 90s now.
Yeah.
It's time.
You know, I've realized the worst people live longer.
Yeah. So we better start being meaner than what we are.
So that we live longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This podcast needs to have 700
because
seasons.
yeah. How do you feel? First episode done.
How do you feel?
Yeah, tell us.
Leave the
Yeah.
comments below. Like, comment, share,
Yeah.
subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And we will see you next week
Yes.
for
this is going to
another
be
new
tricky.
episode.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.